Hello, everyone. Good day, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I hope that you all are doing well. I'm coming on this evening to talk about the new moon tomorrow, August the 8th, and this is what everyone is referring to as the Lion's Gate portal. And it's so important because this is all about new beginnings. This is wonderful, wonderful energy. I hope you've been feeling this creative energy. I certainly have. And I have been really pulling things and, trying to figure out how to make things happen, how to make things go as I want them to go. So, and creating different pieces of jewelry, and I've been into my herbs as well. So this has been a really good energy for me, and I am, wondering about, how the energy will be tomorrow, because the new moon is tomorrow at 9:50 a.m. That is on August the 8th. And new moons are about, planting new seeds, and it's a time of going in. But when the new moon is in Leo, it's coming back to ourselves. It's really hard for Leo to dim their light, because Leo's planet is the sun. And, the sun, it just shines. It's beautiful. It's bold. It's huge. And it's the center. So it's really hard for that energy to be completely contained. But it can be, because it pulls us into a deeper part of ourself. You see, Leo is, when I think of Leo, I think of children playing and laughing and blowing bubbles. But I also see someone that is standing there on stage and singing their heart out, or playing their instrument to the best of their ability. And I see that wonderful burst of acknowledging a greatness, if you understand that. But that greatness is the talents within you. And many times, those talents, those things that we love, can get pushed back to the back burner because, other things are more important. Keeping a roof over your head, those sort of things. So when we're pulling it back, we're pulling back that energy from places that didn't serve us the best, that didn't appreciate us. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. You see, Leo takes it's that inner security of Cancer, okay? But it wants it to shine. It wants it to shine every bit of the talents that you have to the world. You have something wonderful. You have something creative to share with the world. And that energy wants you to share it. This deep wisdom can be found here when we are living our calling, or we are doing our something that is bringing us tremendous joy, something we are totally talented and gifted at. It brings us a lot of wisdom within ourselves, because it shows us our uniqueness and what we have to give to the world, and then in return what it's given back. So this energy this month is really, it is a really good energy. It really, really is. Is there a lot of things going on? Yes. Yes, indeed. There is the take a chance energy, take that risk. But, you know, Leo is reminding us to warm the heart, because sometimes we can get a little too rigid. And then we can forget that humanness about ourselves. So we are thus encouraged to bring those hidden talents and those hidden parts of ourself to the world. Because somewhere, someone could be helped by that. When I'm doing these astrology readings, I'm not doing it for a whole big mass, and I want everyone to listen. When I was doing the show on the Cauldron, I wanted everyone to listen. I wanted to help everyone. I wanted to help people understand how this energy does work with us, and how we can work with that energy. We can be co-manifestors together, so to speak. And I just said to myself, as long as I help one person, I will be happy. And that really changed a lot, because that one person became more and became more. But I was so thrilled and honored that I was able to help people understand. And I really like that. I really enjoy helping people learn. I love to learn, and I love to help others learn. So that is something that a lot of people can take for granted or abuse, but you know, that's okay. As long as I'm helping one person, that's what truly matters to me. So this is talking about that kind of energy, about that you keep inside and put back on the back burner. I know I've done it before, you know, and it's taken me a little bit to get myself back from everything that has occurred with me. But I'm getting there. We're all human, and we're all having this wonderful human experience, right? So one of the best traits of Leo is their loyalty. Leo is loyal to the bone. They're confident, they're ambitious, and they do have that divine spark in their eyes, because they are Leo. They're from the sun. Now, one of the things that has happened is Jupiter re-entered Aquarius, and he's going to be retrograde until October the 18th this year. So I know you've heard me explain this before. The planet's not really moving backwards. It just appears to be. Jupiter's going to go back over some degrees in Aquarius that he's already been through. So he's reviewing that time. Retrogrades, people tend to really fear them because it does cause things to happen. But these things that happens during these retrograde times, such as Mercury, for example, it's usually things that are going on that have been needing to been taken care of, something that you've been putting off taking care of. So this is these retrogrades bring that to our attention. So they're not really bad. They're really more of wanting us to really pay attention to those things that we might miss at a later time. So this is about growth. So how are you growing? Are you ahead of, this month than you were last month? What is happening to you? Where are you growing? Where are you expanding? We've just had our first harvest festival, which was Lammas or Lunasa, and that is our grain harvest and our fruit harvest. So we just had that. So where have you grown? What are you harvesting now? So this is keeping us in check. And let's see here. On the 6th, the Sun squares Uranus. So we need to be a little bit careful. That was the other day. This is this energy that's still around. It's be careful about, what you see. Sometimes what you're seeing is not really going on. So don't take that for face value. Maybe look deeper. If something's going on and it makes you raise an eyebrow, please look deeper. Uranus is rebellious energy, and that's that kind of energy that just, they're going to walk their way. They're going to do what they want to do. So that's a little abrupt energy. So there could be circumstances that will come up. We're going to have to push through. But, the key word here is to be flexible. Be flexible with this. Keep your mind open a little bit. Try to see the bigger picture. So, again, this is a radical energy. So this could echo some kind of outburst. So watch out for that. Now, of course, tomorrow, the Leo new moon and the Lion Gate portal, that is going to connect us to our higher self. We are able to see Sirius, and this is the time that we really can connect to that cosmic energy. Energy downloads, that sort of thing. You may notice that this energy has been in effect because we're in its big area there. So there's a shadow, then there's it, and there's shadow, but we're in that area, okay? So this is some wonderful energy, wonderful manifestation energy, and you could really, really benefit on meditating and that sort of thing. I will say that you may have had a bigger appetite. Maybe you have been thirstier. Maybe you've been, you needed to rest more. It can cause those sort of things. Just, be careful with yourself and listen to your body. Now, on the 15th, Venus moves into Libra, and this is sensual energy. But when Venus goes into Libra, we're really going to be looking at what is really important to us. Venus is very sensual and very loving. Libra is balancing. This is the balancing of the scales. So this could really be a time when we are looking at things in our material world, like with our jobs, where we live, things like that, to see if this is really, really something that we are wanting to be in. We're going to be questioning that. We're going to be looking at, is this important to you? A lot of people have been paying off debts and are trying to, or wanting to, trying to gear to that. Downsizing. Everyone's getting simpler. Everybody likes that simplicity without so much weighing on them. So this could be a time of looking at that as well, especially within relationships. There could be some relationships. It could either be friendships or romantic relationships, but here you're really going to make sure that it is something that you value and something that means something, you know, means a lot to you. So now on the 19th, Uranus retrograde at 14 degrees of Taurus. So here, this is really good. Now, when you have Uranus in Taurus, this is going to affect a lot of the material things, including Earth. Uranus has that electric energy. It's just that zap. It's radical. It is rebellious, going against the grain kind of thing. So he's saying that the old's not working and it's going to be done a new way. The thing of it is it can go into that energy of things wanting to be done your way and your way alone. So we have to be careful not to go to that side. We need to kind of keep it middle. We have to take this energy as and use it to a positive. Use it to where you are expressing authenticity. This word has been used a lot, and I keep feeling this. It's about authenticity, and it seems that it's calling for a wake up. It's calling for us to re-examine a lot of things that we have in our world. When we have so many crazy things that are going on, there's governments that are having issues. This is happening globally. And it's that Pluto and Capricorn that's really giving us a fit. But what I'm saying here is this, it is one of the times when it's like we're in that chaotic swirl, and we have to be really careful not to get caught up in that total chaos. And that's hard. That's hard to do. It takes tremendous focus, and all of us are human, so all of us can stumble every now and then, but we can't keep staying in that same kind of over and over again routine. We have to break it, and we have to focus an energy to go to a certain way. So I think if this, and you know, this does affect the earth as well. It affects the earth. It affects our monies. So it's really pulling us to get back to what's real and what's fantasy. I really feel that here. And the full moon on the 22nd, that will be at 8:02 a.m. And these times that I'm giving are in Eastern time. That full moon in Aquarius. This is going to be big energy as well, but it's really going to be a good energy for closure. It's going to be one that we're like closing the door on the past, and we are releasing just some stuff that we just could no longer, just was draining us, and we had to release and let go of. And we are opening the door, allowing this energy to help us to look forward to the future. So we're planting these seeds on the new moon, and then by the full moon, they should be coming to fruition, and we're ready to take what we've learned, all the goody, take that with us and release what we do not need. Aquarius looks to the future, and Aquarius's planet is Uranus. So again, here we go. This is Uranus loves the shock. It's a shock value. It is a change that is going to make you open your eyes. It's going to do what it needs to do to make you pay attention to what is happening. In Aquarius, that energy, that's going into the air. So that's going to be logic. It wants to use the logic in order to better the future. It sees what is here and what is happening, but it wants to take the good, leave the bad, and build that into a better future for us. So this is a wonderful rhythm we have going on within our heavens this month. And this is... the full moon will definitely shine light and illuminate those shadows. This will be a time of another kind of everything that was unclear will be made clear. So yes, it will be more of the unveiling. And then on the 22nd at 5:35 p.m. Eastern Time, the sun enters Virgo. So this is, Virgo is our healer. Virgo, it wants to make sure you heal. It wants to make sure that things are taken care of. And, you know, I'll talk about these more in depth when we get to it. But then we have, on the 29th, we have the moon will be void, of course, from 10:59 a.m. to 12:42 p.m. Eastern Time. And this will be Gemini energy. This energy is not going to be stable that day. So this could affect our weather. This could affect a lot of things. So on the 29th of August, keep a lookout for that. So the Lion Gate and the new moon. This is some beautiful, beautiful energy. Now, the Lion's Gate, let me explain a little bit to you. I'll explain it in an energetic way, and then I will explain the textbook form of it. So, the Lion's Gate is an opening, and it's an opening of our consciousness. So, it's really a good time to work with the third eye to expand that energy. This is a good time to receive new ideas. That's why I said, you know, meditation would be a good thing. It is a really good time to really, if you're trying to open your third eye, this is a good time for that. Different paths for yourself and others. You're going to really start seeing how there's just maybe some people around you that aren't on the same path that you're on, that don't speak the same language you speak. So this may be a time where you're becoming really aware of that. And it is really touching on seeing that bigger picture. So it's going to, this energy is really going, the new moon and the Lion's Gate, this is really going to promote some inner growth. You know, energy likes to expand, so that's what we're going to be doing. It's a really high frequency, so you know, this is one of new adventures. Some of you are probably planning on wanting to strike out there and do something you've never done before, do something new. This is that energy. So for that, for this portal, it's really good to get a really good vision of what you want your future to be. this energy is there to support it. So this is saying bigger picture, not where you're going to be tomorrow or next week. Where do you want to be the next 2 years? In 2 years, where do you want to be? Where do you want to be in 3, 5, 10? This is about getting yourself going inward, getting your sight clear on where you want to go, and go. Make it happen. A lot of us can make things happen if we really want to. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, because there's going to be challenges. There's always challenges. I always like to think those challenges are there just to keep me in check on, do I really want this? How much do I really want this? So the Lion's Gate is basically where we are able to see Sirius is rising in the sky. This is the time where it's a fertility time, and it's just an alignment. So Leo is about the heart. And when I always think of Leo, I think of the heart and the solar plexus, because Leo has that confidence. And Leo is big energy. And we are getting to realize these things about, and I'll say like our karmic relationships. And karmic relationships are those relationships that we've had in past life that we keep having over and over, working it out. It could be friends. It could be spouses, boyfriend, girlfriend. Excuse me. It could be those sorts of things. But we're realizing some of us may be at that point to where, you know, this is the end. This is the end. I'm ready to end this karmic relationship. So this energy could bring, it touches bases with that karmic type of ending. So what we are seeing with Leo, with this energy of the moon, is that all that is not of the heart is going to fall away. And it's about, our heart is about what truly matters to us. So this is the energy of endings. It's big energy, and it's energy that is wanting us to move forward. It's wanting us to move. It's time to move on. This is, like I said, this is karmic relationship type material, type energy. So it is, you know, karma isn't a bad thing. Because these relationships that we have, whether they be friendships, whether they be romantic relationships, boss relationships or employee relationships, those sort of things, it's not bad because it teaches us. It gives us a moment to grow beyond ourselves, to do better, and it allows us to have that expansion within us. And we want that. We want to grow. We don't want to have to keep, you know, repeating the same cycle of things over and over again. So this is really going to be the energy to end that. And that is, you know, you can work with that as well. So, and when I say the solar plexus, well, the solar plexus can work itself to the bone. it can get depleted. So we have to make sure that we are replenishing that energy. And we're also going to be looking at what depletes that energy. And what does that mean? We're going to be looking at our past, we're going to be looking at now, and we're going to even be going forward into the future. What is depleting our energy, our core? So, again, karmic relationships, the ending. And, you know, things do come to an end. And, you know, it's sad when things come to an end, but they do. It helps me to know that that was the experience that I was supposed to have, and it's just time for me to move on. And hopefully, you know, I learned my lesson and I am able to grow and do better. So we're clearing out a lot of different things within this energy. We're also going to be cleaning out old belief systems. There are some beliefs that we may still be holding on to that comes from our past. I know for myself, I see a lot of influence in different religious beliefs. I see a lot of outside influence with that. I see where there are some things that could have expired, for example. One of those being that, you know, the only place for the old sexist things, the really outdated, kind of beyond their time is dead and gone. So in saying that, this is a type of energy that's like expired, that sort of thing. There could be different kinds of happenings. There could be a lot of events. Maybe we'll have an experience that can trigger something within us that we thought we were over. Allow us to, you know, clear that out. We will have those things that come to us and make us face our fears until we do deal with that. So, all in all, this is a great energy that is really reminding us of who we are at our core. What is our calling? So it's time to, this energy, like I said, it's a higher frequency energy. So it's calling us in. It's wanting us to, grow, to build our inner power, to answer the call that, you know, that we have inside. We need to listen to our solar, our heart, as well as our mind, our body, and our heart. We need to listen to those. And it is, you know, who are you? Who are you at the core? Who are you at the core? So some of you may be scattered, and it's time to pull your energy back. Take that time, do that meditation, and pull your energy back. Pull that energy. Some of the energy you may want to just release it. But the other energy that is, you feel that you still want to call back, call it back. Clear out old. It's clearing out the old so we can make better in the future. sometimes it's hard to accept changes that are happening, and, you know, because we don't know what's around the corner. But this is saying that it's time to go forward. We've been playing with this seesaw game. That's, you know, we have been playing seesaw too long. It's time to go forward. And I feel that if you remember compassion, remember to appreciate. Compassion and appreciation. Someone doesn't have to do something for you. Somebody doesn't have to smile at you, doesn't have to say hey to you. But they care enough about you to do so. Appreciate that. I see people being ugly to each other every single day on social media. And it's just, it's like, are we an Animal House? It's time that we move forward. We let go of this old kind of programming. And it's time to get logical and look at the future. Don't forget our heart and don't forget our soul. Don't forget who we are at our core. Don't forget what is valuable to us, what we love. And don't forget that other people are humans as well, and to show them compassion. We can do that. So, in doing that, we're going to have to check our egos. Egos are wonderful. They can make us or break us. So there's an ego wall that is stuck, that is built up right now, and it's all because of this energy, this chaotic energy of going back and forth, of all this stuff, this craziness that's happening. Remember who you are. Don't fall prey to the illusions around you. Remember, we are all here together. I posted a quote from Martin Luther King Jr., and it said something along the lines of, we may all have come here on a different ship, but we are all in the same boat now. It is really time to get real and stop with pettiness. And I will say this, Leo is confidence. So come on, let's work on our inner self. If you believe you're worthy, you're right. If you believe you're not worthy, you're right again. And there's been a lot of stuff going on. This has been a really hard time for a lot of people. Let's help one another instead of biting the bait on different scenarios. We need to remember our sovereignty. And with that, we have sovereign will. We have sovereign will. And we need not to forget that. We have to return to our heart, to who we truly are. And there could be something coming out of this that is there for you that could really help you, and you could help someone, but the opportunity has really never been visible, and you may see it now. So, new opportunities here. I will say that the energy will help us open up through our heart if we allow it. But, you know, decisions are going to have to be made. You need to sit down and focus and figure out where you're going to go. So, that is about much for the energy of the new moon and the Lion's Gate. This is going to be a pretty long video, but there's just so much to talk about here. I feel that there's awakenings that are happening. There's something that has really been inside of us that has been dormant, and it's really calling and pulling forward. So and something may happen that'll bring that out. It's kind of like a spontaneous thing. So I do feel that that awakening coming forth, like it's like giving birth. It's like bringing something new forward, but it's not new, like a rebirth kind of thing, an awakening. Uranus and Taurus will be working with this energy for a while. So this is not just personal, this is going to be global energy, as Uranus is one of the outer planets. We want to move forward. The more we awaken in our hearts, all of us, the better it will be. And that is many things. That's not meaning, oh, we just need to love and love and love. It's hard to be positive 100%, of the time. I do understand that. But we can at least be kind to one another. There's many things that have been stuck that's opening up. It feels like energy is it's clearing out. It's like energy has built up so much that it's clearing out and it's flowing. It can even form new pathways. So this heaviness wants to be released, and I think that we should do everything we can do to help release that. We need to just focus more onto that future. The sun and moon is going to square Uranus, so remember, sudden changes. This is starting something new. So unexpected events, there could be excitement, so we can watch out for that. Jupiter retrograde in Aquarius, it's going to encourage us to have harmony with each other. So we do have 6 planets in fixed signs. So we have the Sun, Moon, Mercury in Leo. We have Saturn and Jupiter in Aquarius, and we have Uranus and Taurus. So this is definitely about breaking up some energy, a lot of stagnation. There is some energy of maybe you feel like you can't, you just feel thrusted forward. You can't be held back from going forward and doing something that you truly are feeling called to do. Again, this is, I don't know, it's like a cracking open of the self. That's what, that's the best thing. You're going to want to know what is best for you. You're going to be looking at these things more in depth. So this is wonderful, wonderful energy. It can open us up consciously. And, this energy is saying no more playing small. It's time to do something. It's time to do something. We have played, we have been on vacay long enough. It's time to do something. And I know some of us is like, we've been doing stuff. Yeah, but unfortunately, a lot of people haven't. And it's time to step up and do that work. And let's use this energy to make the world that we live in a better place. We all live here. We all live here. Let's just do our best to make it a better place, a higher consciousness. Just imagine what we could do with all the technology that we have, what wonderful things that we could bring forward in this world. Just keep that in mind. I still have hope in us all, and I do ultimately love humanity because there's a uniqueness in humanity, and we are so gifted in so many ways, and we can create so much, things that would help others, ourselves, everything. So let's really tap into this energy and use it for the best, highest good. So I bid you all a good night, and there's so much about this I want to say, and I feel like I've stumbled over my words because I'm really feeling this moon. I'm really feeling it big time. So tap into that. Happy new moon in Leo and the Lion's Gate portal. I wish you all the absolute best. I wish you happiness. I wish you all the goodness in the world. All the goodness. So I'll see you next time, and take care.